So this is a Hawaiian hawk, or EO, and we just trapped this bird a little while ago. Color band on the right here, color alphanumeric band that could be used to identify it in the field, and then a government service band that gives the bird a specific number. And then we've also transmitted the bird. So on her back, we've fitted a backpack style transmitter by CTT, that's Cellular Tracking Technologies, and it uses mobile phone technology to send us locations for this bird roughly every 10 to 15 minutes. So this transmitter should stay on for, we estimate between 2 and 3 years, but hopefully we can get another year out of it, and then the stitching will degrade and the backpack will fall off the bird, and we might be able to relocate the transmitter, and the bird won't have to wear that transmitter anymore. So only kind of getting the data that we need. So there's a female dark morph, transmitted, banded, and we're going to go ahead and release her.
I'm Alex Wong. I'm a wildlife biologist for the Division of Forestry and Wildlife.
Hi, I'm Kate Bailey. I'm the EO research technician with the Hawaii Division of Forestry and Wildlife.
Hi, my name is Amy Durham, and I am a graduate student at the University of Hawaii at Hilo in the TCPES program, and a research assistant for the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance.
My name is Diego Johnson. I'm a wildlife biologist. I specialize mostly with raptors, birds of prey.
So we are here today catching EO in this reforestation pasture area because it's the edge of the forest. As you can imagine, in thick canopy ohia or koa forest, it can be quite difficult to find an EO or see them or even call them in. And so we take advantage of the environment, and in this case, this is a place that we hope to make into forest again. But we are, it's much more open and we can see the EO coming, which facilitates us catching them and tagging them.
Play an audio recording of an EO to simulate a bird entering the territory and try to get a territorial response from either an individual or a pair of EO. And then once we get a bird responding, then we will put out a lure in a place where the bird can see it from where it's perched and back off. And either if we're on the road, we can go into the car and move away from that space to give the bird space to follow its natural hunting instincts and interact with that lure.
Tricky part is that if there's a pair, then the other one can kind of sneak in and go to the trap and we can't see it. So hopefully she goes down quickly. We can go check the trap. She looks like she's into it. So they're pretty horizontal, hunched over. She's staring at it. That's good. There she goes. Okay, so she's flying now, going down, 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 down at the trap. So she's probably going to re-perch. So we'll just give her about, I'd say like 2 minutes. Oh, there she goes. She flew up. She flew up again and re-perched. Okay, so there she is. Yeah, all right. That's good. Very good. It's pretty normal for them to perch a few times before they hit the trap.
You can tell the difference between birds when you have them in hand, so you do measurements, different lengths of different body parts, their plumage, their morph, that sort of thing, their eye color. It just helps identify what type of bird they are.
One of the things we're looking at is just how the birds are using their habitat. Where are they living? How are they using the habitat in terms of hunting or nesting or their other day-to-day activities.
But eel are a relatively understudied species, and most of the research that's been conducted on eel has been in the 1980s and the 1990s. And I think it's really important to continue to monitor eel over time, and they're just an amazing species in general. But since we know relatively little about them, they're one of those species that it is important for us to learn more about for a management perspective.
The health of the EO kind of are an indicator of sort of the environmental health and all that's going on in this complicated web below them.
So oftentimes we see and hear EO in the same place, and usually they are established breeding pairs that have a territory within that area. But different types of EO use space differently, and a lot of past research has focused mainly on breeding adult females or breeding adult pairs because they're a lot easier to study. But different types of EO use space differently. So it's important from a conservation standpoint and a management standpoint to understand the interaction of different types of EO and how they interact on the landscape during different times of the year. The core of it is just that EO are amazing beings, and I'm very privileged to be the person to get to do this work, and I think there are so many people who would love this opportunity because they're amazing creatures, and we want them to be around, and we enjoy their company, and everybody has a story about them. So I think it's appropriate and our responsibility to do right by them by teaching people more about